Hello, I'm NIKOLAY Tishkov. I'm a professional musician and singer. I've been involved with many of the best Moscow restaurants since 1986.
Dear friends, my old good friend and colleague NIKOLAY Tishkov, a creator of the legendary clubs Taxman and Coco, is inviting you today to his new club, Ray. When NIKOLAY gets involved in the project, only the best quality entertainment is guaranteed. This man has an extremely unique sense of good taste. His work ethics and loyalty to the customers are simply legendary. Welcome to the club Ray, my friends.
Later, in 1996, I focused on devising and creating club bars. The main difference between a club bar and a regular nightclub is that guests in a club bar should feel equally comfortable at the bar or on the dance floor. My professional nightclub portfolio includes 3 bars of my own creation and 2 cooperations. In Moscow, one of my cooperations was the famous bar restaurant The Hungry Duck at the Central House of Arts, the Taxman Club at the Central House of Artists, and Coco at the Olympic National Sports Complex, plus the 2 massive clubs in Tomsk, Millennium and Teatro, were all my personal projects and hugely successful. By personal projects, I mean I had full responsibility for the development process, starting from construction and document flow to the complete functioning of the club. After my brief personal bio, I'm going to explain the purpose of this video presentation. For the last 5 years, I've been designing a new concept for a club bar and have created a unique project called Ray, a working title. The purpose of this video presentation is to find investors for successful cooperative work and the realization of this project. Another purpose is to find professionals from the club industry who may get inspired by the idea of a club bar for future collaborations and partnership.
Dear friends, I'm Igor Butman. It is my great pleasure to recommend my very close friend, a remarkable professional singer NIKOLAY Tishkov. His projects in the past, clubs like Taxman and Coco, were the most popular and trendy clubs in Moscow back when I started coming over from the United States. I was amazed by the great music, atmosphere and other things that were there. His new project, Ray, will be something incredible. Moscow will explode with music and Ray. And of course, NIKOLAY Tishkov is the most important person in this project. So here are my recommendations, my love and good luck with the venture.
Now, let me tell you about this project. This club bar will be a success in any major city with a dense population of over 1 million people. The whole commercial success of this project is not limited to major Russian cities. It can be successfully executed in any part of the world. As a result, this project offers opportunities to eventually build up an international network, essentially franchising this club concept. The budget to create and launch a club bar in Russia is $1 to 1.5 million US, according to the location and its infrastructure. The expected net profit is 20 to 30% of the initial investment per annum. The construction cycle of the whole infrastructure, 3 months. Later, it will be possible to build several clubs at the same time, because we will have a more efficient production schedule. Now, let's move on to the design. I have had experience in creating much more complex designs, so I'm quite confident in my current calculations. This project will require a hangar-like building, leased or owned. In case of a lease, it should be long-term, 20 to 30 years. One needs to take into account that the project will live a long time. And as I continue this presentation, I will explain to you why this is true. Now, let's talk about the design in detail. We would require a hangar of 20 by 35 meters with a 6-meter high ceiling, with adequate electricity, water supply, and sewage. The construction has 2 parts. The first part is a main hall, 22.5 by 20 meters or 450 square meters. The second part is the staff and service rooms, the kitchen, bathrooms, cloakrooms, offices and so on, of 250 square meters. But that's for both floors, which is feasible because the ceiling height is 6 meters. The total floor area that we have is 500 square meters for the staff and service rooms, 450 square meters for the main hall. The proportions are great for creating excellent working processes and efficiency. These are basic figures, but now let's focus on the main hall. The key focal point of this entire layout is the bar placed at the heart of the hall. To be more specific, a transforming bar, which can be converted into a stage, a runway for performers, and back into a bar in 10 to 15 minutes. This layout gives us a center stage for shows and saves a great area of room for seats. 270 to 300, plus 200 standing guests. Overall, we expect a capacity of 500 people at a time. However, given the guest turnover, that would increase dramatically to 700 to 1,000 people over a 10-hour working night. A venue with this capacity will pay off rapidly. In that smart and proper layout, guests will be able to enjoy the show in comfort. And that's a very important selling point. In the pre-project visuals, you can see that the layout of the seats, the actions of the performers, and staff are all perfectly organized and planned. All venue services interact in a convenient and meaningful way. There are quite a few details, and I will gladly go into specifics at a face-to-face meeting if necessary. Because it's a draft design, the final brushstrokes would be logical to make when there is an actual space to work with. In the end, the final version of this project, with all its details, will be of an extremely high quality. That I can guarantee. It is important to consider that most of this concept is based on my personal professional experience. I have done 90% of the project calculations. And as a result, I can guarantee the optimum use of the infrastructure. Or in other words, guarantee minimum project costs. It's time to talk about the concept of the club bar. I will describe to you its key elements, comprising a huge amount of detail. And all of these details are important. I don't need to tell you that the quality of a minor part determines the quality of the whole.
Hi, I'm Alexander Mokov. I heard that my good friend Nikolay is working on a new project. I know it will be a huge success like his other projects in the past, clubs like Taxman and Coco, famous with their amazing music and atmosphere. There was so much fun. Nikolay, I wish you all the best with the new project and looking forward to seeing you in the new club. Take care. In dedication to our good friend NIKOLAY Tishkov. We know you, we love you, you're the best. I'm sure no matter where this project will take place, you are bound for success. And when you succeed, we, the army of your supporters, will succeed too. Nikolai, I still vividly remember how you started the club fever here in Moscow. Remember Taxman? Of course I do. Yes, it was a big deal, it was so much fun in Moscow. And it was full to capacity and then some more. Nikolai, we are with you. The best of luck to you. Ray forever. Your clubs will take over the world.
The club is open 3 times a week. The schedule of a club day includes 3 sets. Set 1, a fashion show. It's first and a stylish stage performance arranged through the club's own modeling agency of 16 to 20 models. The set takes 20 to 30 minutes and is accompanied by a video feed of brands and fashion store commercials. Set 2, a concert of a high-profile foreign singer. Let me explain. The uniqueness of the musical component of the club, and in particular of the second set, is enhanced by my practical experience to invite quality professional performers from the countries with a highly developed musical culture. The USA in our case. This experience has been successful, and that is why I plan to introduce this concept to this project. On top of that, I can speak the language. And I live in Costa Rica, which is in Central America. Here, we have a great possibility to use the huge market of artists and bring them from neighboring regions like Mexico, Jamaica, Cuba, Colombia, and of course the USA, where the market is the largest. There will be a new artist and a new program every week. There are 52 weeks in a year, which means that there will be 52 performances every year. The girls from the modeling agency will be backup dancers for the visiting artists. Experienced directors and choreographers will be engaged in the organization of the show. Set 3. The third set is all about dancing. The resident DJ's dance set will be spiced up by the dancers from the modeling agency. Traditionally, dance tracks in clubs are chosen by DJs, whether locals or guests. However, their mixes and sets might arguably go with the modern club flow, but most of them are monotonous beats and bland tunes. Plus, DJs are hardly involved in steering people's emotions. That approach, in my opinion, simply gives mechanical physical reactions, but not emotional connections to the music. What we aspire to do is to completely change that. Ray Club offers dancing to music which flirts with your senses at the start and then lifts you up to sophisticated harmonies and rhythms. This way we reach out to the audience who is picky about the type of music they consume. And that kind of audience is large enough to ensure a commercial success of the club. Such venues are hard to find, but they are highly sought after. We know this from conversations with hundreds of people over the past 6 months. This trend is obvious not only in Russia, but also abroad. and that is why we are considering franchising. Our musical playlist will be compiled by a team of like-minded experts, and each track will have a concept meaning. This is the only way to help guests immerse themselves into the infinite emotional experience, where music is backed by elaborate visuals, combined with smart acoustic zoning and controlled interior lights. All these technologies will uplift visitors to a new level, thus minimizing the need for them to use drugs as stimulators. It's no secret that substances have become a part of the modern club culture, or we may even eliminate them altogether. And this is good. Traditional alcohol will be more than enough. I'd exaggerate a little perhaps, calling that kind of fun eco-pure. And the clubs, organic clubs. Just like the organic stores selling healthy food. So, Ray is a universal club bar for groups and loners, for the youth and adults, for big wallets and modest incomes. In any case, every guest here is a meaningful piece of the picture. Everything I've just said about Ray has some status within the general atmosphere of the club. The project may be attractive to individuals, financial groups, who prioritize human values. Improved music aesthetics guarantees improved eco-entertainment. See you soon.